Welcome to Lesson 31. In this lesson, we'll take a deep dive into the Tauri project structure. Understanding how your Tauri app is organized is essential for building more complex applications. Let's explore the front end of our Tauri application. The root directory contains familiar web development files, Package.json for dependencies, index.html as the entry point, and a src folder. The package.json defines our front-end dependencies and scripts. Notice the Tauri dev and Tauri build scripts that integrate with the Tauri CLI to run and build our app. The index.html is our main HTML file. It loads our JavaScript bundle and provides the container for our front-end UI. This is what gets rendered inside the Tauri web view. The main.ts file in the src folder is where our front-end logic lives. It imports the Tauri API to communicate with the Rust backend through the invoke function. Now let's dive into the src-tauri folder, which contains our Rust backend. This is where the native functionality of our desktop application lives. The Cargo.toml file is the Rust equivalent of Package.json. It defines our Rust dependencies, including the Tauri crate itself. You can add any Rust library here to extend your app's capabilities. The lib.rs file is the main entry point for Tauri v2 applications. It defines the Greek command that our front end can invoke. Notice the Tauri command macro that exposes this function to the front end. The icons folder contains app icons for different platforms, macOS, Windows, and Linux. Tauri automatically uses the correct icon format during the build process for each target platform. The tauri.conf.json file is the central configuration for your Tauri application. It controls everything from app metadata to window behavior and security permissions. The product name and identifier fields define your app's name and unique bundle identifier. The identifier is especially important for app stores and system integration on macOS and Windows. The Windows array configures your app's windows. Here you can set the default width, height, title, and whether features like resizing or full screen are enabled. The dev URL points to your development server, typically running on localhost port 1420. During development, Tauri loads your front end from this URL, enabling hot reload as you make changes. Excellent. You now have a complete understanding of the Tauri project structure. You know how the front end, back end, and configuration files work together. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to create custom Tauri commands to communicate between the front end and back end.